Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Chimmel, the GOAT of ring announcers. And you're listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.
Who left the live mic open?
Jacob.
Wow.
I don't care as long as we can fucking.
Right. Are we live?
Yes, we're live again.
Are we working?
We're working again.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I honestly believe we've been cursed.
I think we were cursed, Hausen, because Gerard, again, I said earlier that Gerard is the one who sat there and talked shit about Danhausen all the last week and all the week before, and then all of a sudden he talks about toilets, and oh my God, now he's Gerard's favorite wrestler.
I apologize. Take off the curse. You know, next week I'll be getting told thinner.
Thicker. We have Jacoby back.
Can he hear us?
Jacob?
You guys hear me?
We can hear you, but your screen is like...
You're like in slow motion.
Well, that's some bullshit.
So
all right.
Hopefully this time we'll be able to have a conversation. We'll keep it on. If it goes out again, we're going to have to call this a lost episode.
And we got so much. So, like I said, between Raw and SmackDown, Road Dogg, WrestleMania getting into play.
You mean that no one's going to?
Well, what they did last night, did that put any asses in the seats? Giving Cody
You
back?
tell me.
I mean,
WWE's YouTube page would lead you to believe that it's a pretty bad decision, given all the dislikes. But the people in the crowd seem to love it. Drew McIntyre, on the other hand, looked pretty sad walking out there.
Nobody wants Cody as champion right now, except for Gerard.
Yeah, I mean,
they've still only sold 71,000 for 2 nights.
I'm never going to advocate for Drew McIntyre to be champion ever. So
Why?
This is
He's bored at work
because he sucks. He sucks. At least we didn't get any of the "we're gonna point at the WrestleMania sign together." We didn't get any of that this year, which I'm glad. But Cody and Randy with this little of buildup is stupid. I think what's Drew gonna do at WrestleMania? Gonna wrestle Nick Aldis. You guys ready for that? You ready?
Well, I still think. Hold on, I still think that Becky Lynch is going to wrestle fucking Jessica Carr.
If that happens, you will see tears run down the eyes of one of myself.
Why?
Because of Jessica Carr getting in the ring finally. Beautiful.
Do you see Gerard? Do you see Gerard right here, over here? Do you see Gerard complaining? He hates all women referees. You know that, right?
Well,
no, I do not.
Shout out to my dad. He's watching Collision live right now from Tucson. So, I'm sure that's a riveting event.
Only 2 things come out of Tucson.
Yeah, no, it's supposedly going to be a great event. There's the Rascals are wrestling apparently, and
isn't there a pay-per-view tonight too? Vengeance Day? Isn't it NXT pay-per-view tonight too? Where
that is a good question.
Ricky Starks goes against Joe Hendry.
Yeah, poor Ricky Saints. Did anyone see that fucking concert that he did on NXT where he was,
hit
playing
with the guitar?
Yeah, it was a little. It was kind of sad for Ricky. NXT is going great. We have Joe
NXT. Really, no one cares about NXT right now. It's in the shitter. It's the screaming fucking shits.
Yeah, let's see. What do we have? We had Carmelo Hayes take on El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., which was a great match, and it was
No,
funny
I'm
seeing all
sorry.
of Twitter.
Look. I have the Dr. Wagner mask right here. The actual Dr. Wagner mask, not the
He's
illegal.
gonna be the heaviest lucha libre I think I've ever seen.
He is not looking great. Dr. Wagner, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is not looking great right now.
Yeah, he's did they I don't know why they picked him specifically. I think La Parca would have gone over better. But that's that theme song, man. The the Marriott, the generic mariachi music.
Are you going to go to SmackDown next Friday?
If I don't really have plans to sell a kidney anytime soon, so if I'm feeling a little squirrely, I might, but no, yeah, I'm not going to pay fucking $300 to watch a Randy Orton Cody Rhodes promo live, sorry.
What did you think about Jade Cargill's and Rhea Ripley's promo last night?
Weird. Doesn't make any sense. It's like
I respect you, Jade. I respect you, Rhea. You got big muscles.
Yeah,
you got big muscles too.
Like, what are we doing here, folks? Okay, my fucking stupid dogs are barking. Hold on.
The Parka, what?
But
my dogs are barking it up.
Nothing makes me want to watch wrestling right now. I didn't see anything that involved. I hate to say it because I'm a little fucking pissed off because Dan hasn't cursed us because of fucking Gerard. But nothing really is. I don't care. I mean, I kind of like the CM Punk Roman thing. Before we got cut off, you were telling me how it's not right for him to go after his dad. Oh my God, he went after the secret. Oh my God.
No, I was talking about Roadkill before we got cut off.
No, you were talking about how the first time you were talking about how it's not fair. He shouldn't be going after his dad. It's just not right. How is it fair? But dogs are okay.
Yes.
And to attack female referees like you do is okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Listen, you're going to tell me the difference between a father and Old Yeller.
Didn't this man who we're talking about right now, the man we're talking to right now, just got a brand new puppy?
Right.
After how many years of sadness over the loss of his original
18
puppy?
18 months.
Okay, so you were upset and saddened by the loss of your puppy.
But guess what?
What?
Old Yeller can be replaced.
So you're telling me the dog that you had before the new one you have now?
Yep.
Will never care about that dog again.
Oh, he brought me memories, but the new one's going to bring me just as good memories. I only have one father.
It's my dog. I'll do it.
No, I only had one dad in the world.
Jacob.
That's all I'm saying is you only have one dad. But I'm saying when it comes to the dog,
Leland, don't put that on me, okay? I just didn't like Road Dogg's booking, and then I found out they weren't actually taking his booking idea, so I was wrong. I can admit that. I'm a bigger man than Gerard. Gerard is wrong about Aubrey Edwards.
I mean, Road Dogg's always been the drizzling shits when it comes to writers, and fucking a good friend of the show, Scott Casey Gale, got reprimanded from one Vince Russo because he said Road Dogg was a shitty writer to Vince Russo's face. He's like, bro, you're gonna talk shit about my friend Road Dogg, bro, the best booker in SmackDown history.
Say it again. Mid-card wrestlers don't make great creative writers.
Mid-card referees shouldn't judge big-time referees.
Hey. But you got to be in the big time wrestling. But anywho, as far as that goes,
I'm just saying.
Can we have like the wah 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 sound effect right after that?
Thing is that Jacoby McGovern got to meet the lovely Aubrey Edwards.
Do we got to rewind this?
Let's run it back.
Run it back. The night that Jacob, I'm gonna send you a photo. I want you to put up there too.
We don't need to keep running this back. We don't need to keep.
Jacoby McGovern got to meet the lovely and talented Aubrey Edwards, and in doing that, changed my mind. But I want to show you something, Gerard, because Gerard's constantly sending pictures and posting shit. I've been telling you about fucking Danhausen for the longest and how amazing he is. This is a little photo I want to send to post up there for everybody to see of how such a nice guy he is, because he took his time. Why do you look like that fucking fat kid they used to post on those memes from the fucking like NBA cam or whatever, the baseball cam? He's like,
I'll wait for you to show it.
I will say,
I didn't
get to talk about it on the show.
Oh,
but when Danhausen made his debut, I was at work at the time, and I got a text from my dad, and he's all like, "Oh shit, this clown," and I'm like, "Oh, I knew exactly who he was talking about." And I was so happy. And my dad is really pissed about Danhausen. That's how I know, it's working. Because I've loved Danhausen from before he even got to AEW, and he was on his YouTube channel.
Did you have a list of those photos?
Doing
last Saturday,
fucking
food
reviews.
Last Saturday,
any more of those photos?
It was the worst debut you could possibly have. It went over with the fans like a bag of rocks. But on Monday night, when he cut a promo with Adam Pearce, the promo had.
Oh, I'm going to show you what this man took time to do, if you don't mind.
I know what he took time to do. He took time to do it. Oh my God!
I think Gerard's the last Fandango fan left out there.
I really do. That was me.
How much of that?
Big of a guy?
Yeah, I'm 6'5".
I'm saying he's not that big of a guy.
I know. I'm 6'5".
I'm probably taller than him, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. What's he wearing? 4-inch stilettos?
No.
Was he in gimmick when you met him, or did he not like?
He was just being himself. But that would have been like, okay. So the thing that when I talked to him about it whenever I was there with him, because he gave me some time to talk to him. This is well before the show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So before we even started the show, he was there. He was still working for AEW. He had just hurt his shoulder or something. But he was basically, I was like, dude, I can appreciate you not being a gimmick. I bet that would just drive. He goes, yeah, he would be that. It's such a hard thing to stay in gimmick, especially out here with a bunch of people and this and that. But he was so nice to just sit there and chop it up with for that 5 minutes. He was a very nice guy. Signed my autograph. Gave me we got a picture together. But that's what I'm saying. It's the guys like that take the time to really interact with their fans, and they understand that we fucking pay their way. He's one of those guys who respects the fact he's one of the biggest hustlers you'll ever fucking meet in wrestling, because he's his merch kills. He'll never be.
Is he on the same level with Matt Cardona in that matter?
I don't know. I've never met Matt Cardona.
No, the way he would sell his own merch, the way he'd hustle for that. That's the reason why for the longest time he never wanted to go back, because.
100%. I think he's better than Matt Cardona, because if you look at Danhausen's merch anywhere he goes, it's fucking sales, because he has a hand in designing his own merch, and it's just fucking hilarious and amazing.
Number one this week.
Show that. I know. Again, we're gonna get fucking. This is what I wanted to show you last week, but go ahead.
I would buy a shirt if it wasn't like fucking $40 or however much it was. I looked, it was like $42.
He's number one this week.
We're here in Chicago at C2E2.
R2D2.
No, it's C2E2.
It's
C2E2.
You see who that is, Gerard?
We are here. Look at the new shirt. Look at the new shirt.
Billy Gunn and his son.
Look at the new shirt.
Great
Free
new
ticket.
shirt.
Sons of a gun.
Yes,
These
boys.
are the best shirts ever.
And you know what the best thing about it? Only AEW wrestlers are allowed in this booth, baby. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's
I'm seeing
it.
coworkers.
Hello, that's mine.
No.
Whoa.
No.
That's mine.
No.
How did you get in here?
All right, then I should
Security.
But look. you've got
Wow, this tag team is really entertaining and funny. I wonder why they're never used on TV.
Hey, look at this. I love it. Billy Ass loves it. Danhausen loves it. The Fanhausens love it.
No, this is the
No,
shirt.
this
We
is
are
the
not
shirt.
asking
Sons
for
of
it.
a
Right
gun.
here. You can get it
I
at
like
Pearl.
that one better.
You like this one better, Billy?
Yeah, because I feel like I inspired that as well.
You did.
No,
I was
your name's
I was
Billy
the biggest
Gunn.
ass of them all.
Yes. Billy Ass.
You're not helping. You're Billy Gunn. Not Billy
This is
Ass.
endorsed
So
by Billy Ass.
please try to read past all this nonsense that Danhausen spray painted on our shirt. It's
Billy Gunn's like, I'm going to give you
it's
guys 2 minutes max of this.
It's
Anyways, go to prowrestlingtees.com/assboys. Or what is it, Gun Club? Whichever one works.
Look how disappointed
Maybe
Billy
we
Gunn
switch the URL.
I'm leaving.
Someone get him out of here.
I'm leaving.
Anyways, Danhausen will come to the ass ranch with you. See you later.
Still funny after all this.
Should you play
I
the
mean,
theme music? Play the theme song.
You know, it's unfortunate because, you know, the Guns are actually a really good tag team and they don't get used at all on AEW television. And
Well, who
I
does
don't know
get
why
used
they
at all?
stuck. That's true. Yeah. Then they stuck Billy Gunn with the one guy from the Acclaim that's not Max Caster.
You know, he probably made more money in the past week than he probably been in the past 2 years with AEW.
I don't know because
Oh.
he was making so much money like in Pro Wrestling Tees. He was their top seller for years.
And I'm saying he just made in 1 week, he just put the #1 shirt out on shop.com.
I don't know about that, but
Well,
I would say
No,
here we go.
it's
Here we go.
verified. He's
Here we go.
Well, just wait till the masks come. Just wait till the face
Well,
masks
they
come.
don't.
It's
Like
gonna
I said, he's gonna have a blimp pillow because he wants the blimp.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a blimp.
But that gimmick has been a thing for instance Ring of Honor. He was supposed to get a blip. He won his match. He was supposed to get a blip from Dave Honor.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, I was gonna say the Guns kind of never recovered from this.
It's our last name. We were born with them. We did not choose them. We won't shove them. We will not pick them. Thank you,
you gotta kill it. You gotta kill it.
Who were we fooling?
Kill it. That is so much like his WWE theme song. You gotta kill it.
We're not monetizing. We're good.
First of all,
No, but you gotta
one of the
kill it.
gayest songs. One of the gayest songs ever written ever.
But do you understand the legacy behind that?
Yes.
I mean,
So basically, what happened is he's always saying people's names. Weird, right? So he calls CM Punk Pepsi Phil.
Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Cold Stone. I like Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Hey, I like the ice cream too.
So he
Well, again, the minute we get not to cut you off, Dan. The minute we get the segment with him and CM Punk, where he's like, Pepsi Phil, like it's gonna be the best. Like the whole crowd's gonna mark.
well,
that.
and they're saying that CM Punk is the reason he got hired, but ultimately,
I don't doubt it.
what happened with Billy Gunn is he goes, Bill Ass, pleasure to meet you. And so his kids are like, his name is not Bill Ass, his name is Badass Billy Gunn. He goes, it says on the back of his trunks, Mr. Ass, Bill Ass. These must be your ass boys. And so it's just they never recovered. I mean, they're finally to a point where they're like,
Well,
what the
and one thing that yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, they really never recovered from that. I think everyone's going to always call them the ass boys from the end of time. And it's just like what Gerard said, Danhausen in 1 week became the top seller on WWE Shop. I'm just saying, just wait.
But Gerard, you weren't here, Jacob. Gerard was just
some teeth. They're going to sell some fake teeth.
What you're missing, Jacob, is the more important thing is that there are plenty of fans out there that are like Gerard, who are old, decrepit, bitter, pissed off, crusty, dusty farts who just don't understand the idea.
I think you broke Gerard.
Well, I mean, Gerard's not that old, and he's not decrepit, and he's not that crusty. I think, he is a fine gentleman sometimes. It's
Gerard, get your ass back over here.
Yeah. So, Dan making Gerard cry aside, Danhausen, I think it did. The difference between Danhausen and other comedy wrestlers is that Danhausen can actually wrestle, and he's had some pretty good matches. Now, do I think the segments with R-Truth are coming soon? Yeah, but
I would love to see that. That would be money.
yeah, so we're gonna get R-Truthhausen very soon, which would be pretty funny. Especially now that R-Truth's bald, like it'd be pretty cool, like to paint his face like Danhausen. It'd be fucking trippy. But yeah, no, I really think Gerard's gone for. I think Dan kind of.
I think you really hurt his feelings.
I do too. I feel bad now. Hold on, I got a call.
Oh.
First of all, you have to have feelings to hurt.
Anyway, old man Gerard was saying the other day that with this guy, I don't like this. There's a joke and coming out of this box and blah blah blah. They booed him. He's such a piece of shit. Whatever.
Everything that comes out of a box is instantly over.
No.
The booze when they got off the stage, though, they showed it was a different shot, so it showed them when they were getting out of the ring to go underneath the ring. You could hear the booze like nobody.
Yeah, the boos were pretty bad.
Well, Jacob, the thing that came to mind when I saw his entrance, you don't even know half about this, was the gobbledygooker. And
my dad said the same thing.
And I wasn't the only one saying it. Other people said it too. Okay.
Yeah, he's all like, son, it just reminds me of
but see, this is the thing that Jacob does know that you didn't, Gerard. Within a week, Gerard, Danhausen already had you stuck when you were like, why is it soggy? Fell in the toilet.
2 days. 2 days. No, listen. 2 days. From Saturday.
And what did you say? And then you were like, I hope he does something on Friday. I hope he does something on Friday. And what did he do?
Yeah, and then the funniest thing was he's all like, oh, you were a dork. And he's like, I was prom king.
But what I'm saying is, that's something that I can honestly say, we can all honestly say, is that something that's been missing in the back?
No, hold on. Can you admit that maybe this generation might have some shit you might like?
Did you hear what I just asked you?
I'm asking you. You always ask
that's all I'm saying to you. Is it something that right now is missing?
What do you think?
Absolutely.
He is right up your alley as far as sense of humor. Like, Gerard, I told you.
When Austin and Angle were having their little things, that was just you didn't.
Just wait. Just wait till the Punk interactions happen.
But that's what I'm saying. The interactions with the right people, and if he can if the two people can put it over well, could you imagine Danhausen and Chelsea Green?
Oh, I was just about to say that.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Think about this. Do you remember how Santino Marella would come out and he would say, John Cena?
Yep.
I would like to wrestle. Like whatever. He would always fuck up their names, right? Danhausen does the same thing.
Well, I mean, the possibilities here are endless, especially now with the AAA. Danhausen, Mr. Iguana, that sells money right there. Like the fans would just Danhausen and AAA in general is going to make a shit ton of money.
Well, again, they made a shit ton of money off that Demonico puppet.
Poor Finn Balor. Poor Finn Balor.
Man, and I feel bad because Finn's coming off as a good guy now. Because remember when Danhausen interacted with Dominic and fucking JD McDonough, Finn was like, hey, cut him some slack. He's a new guy. They're setting the seeds because I really think at WrestleMania it's going to be Dominic versus Finn, even if it's not for the IC title.
Well, it can't be for the IC title. The IC title is now on Benta.
Yes, that is a blue Demon mask.
I was going to say, pay attention to the product, will you?
That is the first one is the greatest Lucha Libre star of all time, Ramesses, number one, his muscles, number one. Then Blue Demon, De Los Santo, and underneath is Nacho.
Oh my God!
I want to get a kung fu mask so bad, like the orange and black. Like I've been looking for one for so long and I can't find it.
I want to get a Pentagon. I'm not talking about the one he has now. I want the original Pentagon Junior mask.
No, John, that is the blue blazer mask.
That'd be dope.
Too soon.
He got it from him.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Conan apparently is not doing so hot.
Oh yeah, that was unfortunate, because I was wondering why he hasn't been on the recent AAA shows, because like they kind of because he was doing commentary for a bit, and then now Rey Mysterio's on commentary.
Sorry, I got a barking dog.
Oh yeah, because
he got his leg amputated.
Yeah, so apparently, and they're looking at amputating the other one too. He's always had the health issues, man. I remember he got his kidney he needed a new kidney or something like that.
Yeah,
yeah, John, that's what I was reading.
Yeah, he had kidney problems, and then he had heart failure or something like that.
The diet is Conan a diabetic?
No, I don't know. Oh, he could be. I don't know. He's got a lot of fucking issues going on. I know that.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate because if they're gonna if they're gonna amputate the other leg, I don't know, because that's that's unfortunate, because a lot of complications can come from that. But
he could very well be a diabetic, and if that's contributing to his bad health, trust me, I know what it feels like, dude. Like I'm a diabetic. I have to be fucking very careful with what I intake.
I mean, because when you hear about losing legs and stuff like that, that sometimes is the
well, some of it could be from bad circulation, but like I said, like John said, he's had fucking issues like that for years.
Yeah, I mean that's well, being a diabetic and having kidney problems do not go well with each other.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's just that's a double-edged sword right there.
Yeah, he needed a kidney transplant a couple of years back. I remember that.
I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, when these guys, it puts you down to where you say everybody, and there's Father Time is undefeated. He's never lost a match.
Well, it kills me, and I think you've gone through this a lot more than I have. But I'm watching guys that I've watched since their beginning of their career start to retire and wind down, and it really, man, it just sucks. Like John Cena, for what it was. Why did you yell? Yeah. But watching John Cena retire, that kind of sucked. I watched his first match. I was there to watch that. Watching, I knew Kurt Angle was going to retire eventually. Stone Cold is going to retire. The Rock retired. All these people retired, but watching it just become more prevalent, it makes you really, dude. I'll be 40 in June, and it just fucking man.
So you're at the point but think about it like this: almost all of my childhood heroes have passed away.
Well, and I get that, but see, you got to enjoy those childhood heroes. I lost my two favorite wrestlers within a year of each other. Bray Wyatt, gone. Jay Briscoe, gone. And it just, I don't get attached to anybody.
You never really got to be into Eddie Guerrero then.
Dude, I loved Eddie Guerrero. Okay. That was, that is one of the wrestlers, when I found out he passed away, I cried. I fucking cried like a baby.
Well, I'll put it like this. A lot of the late 90s, early 2000s, the one that got me was Perfect.
Yeah, that was rough.
The Perfect was the one that got me just because of personal reasons.
You love Mr. Perfect, though. And we've always talked about it. We never got into detail, but the way you talk about him, so I've made no bones about it. Bray Wyatt is by far from, dude, fucking tattoos and shit like that. I got a fucking, I got a figure here. If no one's ever noticed it, it's Bray Wyatt sitting in a fucking rocking chair, and I got the Fiend's.
I got a whole new respect for Perfect when I was able to sit with him and talk with him and have lunch with him. I got a whole new different respect for him because I realized he cared. Wrestling was his job.
No, I know he was. From what I'm told, he is the most family man. Family man. He was an avid family man.
Family was his life, and unfortunately for him, he let the extracurricular part of the world get to him. The sad part is Piper was another guy. Piper, what he portrayed on TV, if you ever talked to him, it was his family, because I think a lot of these guys, when it came to family, it's very easy to have that job, and we can say it. When you don't have a spouse and kids at home, any job is easy to have. But once you start that, and it's still your way of paying the bills, and you're away from your family now.
And this is going to sound fucked up, but we have a guy who loved his family in Kurt Hennig. A guy that his family, just like, we talk about with him and Rick Rude when they were together, they were avid family. Steve Austin would talk about it. Like Rick Rude, believe it or not, from what Steve Austin says, incredibly religious, loved his family, good man. He played a character, right? He played the character of Ravishing Rick Rude. Mr. Perfect was his best friend, and they said they were fucking inseparable. They were absolutely alike. We lose guys like that. We lose guys like Owen. But we still have fucking Ric Flair out there who's doing this stupid shit. It's not fair.
And it's one of those things, Dan.
Did you guys see what happened with Daddy Guerrero's daughter this past week?
What happened?
She's like she was saying Vicky Guerrero didn't leave her anything of Eddie's, and she was selling his merch or his memorabilia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the one that didn't she have an issue with it? She was saying that Vicky was abusive to her.
Well, she also said her stepdad touched her.
And then Vicky took the stepdad's side.
The one thing I can say about that is this, and you guys hope the good ones leave us too soon. The bad ones can't leave us soon enough.
And sad because I've looked back and, we've talked about this before, Gerard. We got guys out there that are fucking vilified, like your mentor, like your friend. And we have real pieces of shit out there and they get to just gallivant and do whatever the fuck they want.
I'm hoping to vilify another one soon.
But what I'm saying is, like, you sit there and you get these guys that are fucking horrible human beings and they're still here. But someone like a fucking Eddie.
I think we can both agree on this. When I worked there with him, Jim Hellwig was an asshole.
I believe it.
Ultimate Warrior, the way he died and the way he left his kids, tragic.
Absolutely.
Okay? We can all agree to where it's like, hey, that shouldn't happen to a dad.
Shad Gaspard. Shad fucking Gaspard.
The quick, and where you just say, hey, we're just going to go run to a couple of days, do this, and come right back home. But you never see your kids again. You never saw them again. They never saw their father again.
Owen.
The sad part is about that, you're always going to have your 50-50 split down the middle to where some people say good riddance and stuff like that. I can't say good riddance to the guy that was a good family man. Okay? And, now let's just put it in the light of a guy who just recently retired, AJ. He walks away from the business he loves because
he missed 2 minutes. He even said himself, he goes, I'm tired of missing the time with my kids.
You can't go.
He wanted to go to AEW. Come on. He wanted matches.
That's
AEW.
I don't think he's going to AEW. He just
he re-signed with WWE. Like he re-signed.
You can only see so many pictures. You can only have so many video calls. There comes a time where you say, I need to be home. I want to be home for this. There's parts of my kids' lives I'm gonna miss, and I can't miss this. Other than the fact that he doesn't want to be one of these 60-year-old guys. There's an old saying: I judged by 12 and carried by 6. Well, I think AJ comes to the point to where he doesn't want to think about being carried by 6, and he wants to be able to have some time. Maybe he just came to the point where he said,
He's still got his kids. His kids are still the youngest is still relatively young.
Yeah.
He wants to be there. The perfect example. Hold on. The perfect example of a family that had to hold it together for a long time because their dad was traveling and doing this. Dusty Rhodes.
I got another one. One that's very close to us. Chimmel.
Yeah.
Think about it. 38 years he worked for the company. Two of his kids are getting married in the next year. He actually gets to be around and see his.
And again, shout out to Chimmel for doing everything. I was literally talking about the podcast to some folks when I was getting glasses today, and we just happen to mention, man, we got Tony Chimel who does our intro, and his name still means something, and that makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to know that Tony.
I told him on the show, I'm just like, dude, you know, like I know he doesn't want to do it, but if he came back tomorrow, he'd be the best one he'd be the best ring announcer on the whole show.
Well, now that we're doing Saturday nights, maybe I can get him back on. But is the one thing that, and we can all say this, especially being that we're in WrestleMania season when they basically honor the best of the best.
And they finally get to honor
one of the
greatest
of all time.
The greatest wrestlers of all time. Hold on. I want everybody to just give me a moment of silence for one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And I know Gerard thinks there's this tag team out there and whatever, Demolition. Yeah, Axe and Smash, whatever. They did some stuff. They were whatever. But the guy that we just found out, is going into the Hall of Fame, if you will, please. I mean, it's about time.
Oh my God.
It's not playing.
Probably for the best.
Repo Man.
I thought you were talking about like the one and only, the greatest of all time, Stephanie McMahon. I thought you
were going to say the Masked Superstar.
Repo Man is going into the Hall of Fame,
but not as the Repo Man.
And it is about damn time. I mean,
shouldn't that count? Like, shouldn't that count? Like, shouldn't they just be like, also, yeah, like also Repo Man's inducted too. Like,
it should be okay. Demolition's going in as a favor to Repo Man because
what about the Masked Superstars going in? Oh, along with Demolition and Repo Man.
No, Repo Man is going in, and some jabroni is going in with him. Just be happy that we are allowing Demolition to go in. The match where he stole the Macho Man's hat. That storyline.
I'm still waiting for the Goon to be inducted. I mean, I wonder what happened.
Demolition going in, Stephanie going in, AJ going in.
What a lopsided.
Does anybody want to bet 2 out of those 3 mention Vince?
Well, we were literally. What is the rules, Gerard? What are the rules?
You mentioned it first.
On this stream, we have not.
Well, wait a minute. You mentioned it first.
Technically, on this stream, we haven't. We were cursed. We had to start 2 times. This third one, we have not.
How much you want to bet Vince is going to be there?
No, we do not talk about that piece of shit on this stream.
Who's Abe Knuckleballs?
I think there's a slight chance Vince is going to.
Oh no, that was the Brooklyn.
Hold on, Gerard. Jacob. You weren't here for this. Trips now has now laid down rules. She will mute anybody who starts talking about that piece of shit.
No, it's not just bringing him up. It's the fact that Dan and Gerard cannot have a conversation without it delving into.
He's a piece of shit.
Territory.
He's a piece of shit motherfucker. Fuck that goofy looking.
Hey Jacob, stay on the telecast when we're done. We'll tell you a reason why.
Okay.
Fuck him.
I think there's a chance he shows up. I'm just gonna leave it there. I think he might show up. I think they might just show him on camera.
What? And you're taking away from the greatness that Repo Man finally got his due, and he's finally being acknowledged.
I mean, I don't know.
If it was one Jinder Mahal, Jacob wouldn't.
Hey, the Repo Man's going in right next to.
Man, Jinder Mahal going into the Hall of Fame, man. That would. Oh man, sorry.
Hey,
all right.
The Repo Man's going in right next to Big Bully Busick.
I mean, I don't know why they need to.
You know what? Don't you dare talk about Big Bully Busick. He invented the King of the Road match, which is one of the most underrated matches of all time. You know what? He had a match with Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, in a King of the Road match, and he beat him in that match. He beat one half of the tag team that beat the Shield for the tag team titles. You watch how you talk about Big Bully. Rest his soul.
The artist formerly known as Goldust.
which he's just about to come. He's just about to come back to AEW after he's spending some time in Europe with his Mastiff dog in dog competitions.
And won.
Yes. Well, did you hear that?
I have tried to reach out to him so many times. I've reached out to Dustin because I said I'm going to sound like such a mark, but how do I interview you? I love Dustin Rhodes, the natural.
See, John agrees with me. If you're gonna,
John, I was talking about
the mass superstar in there.
John, you stay out of this. You stay out of Gerard's side. He doesn't need any more help.
I'm thinking.
Next, you're gonna put Skinner in there, right?
Her induction speech.
Come on, Skinner.
Skinner would be great, man. That's a blast from the past.
No, he was horrible. But you know what? If there wasn't a Skinner, there wouldn't have been what's his name? A Leo Kruger. I love that gimmick, the Leo Kruger gimmick. Why do they have to
get over? You're the only Leo Kruger fan out there, man. Let it go. It was dumb then. It was dumb now with his mustard yellow pants and his fucking.
You know who else is dumb? You know who else is dumb?
Jinder
Mahal was dumb.
Hey, listen. Jinder Mahal was okay. I don't see Leo Kruger with any WWE championships.
Hey,
just saying.
You missed it a couple weeks ago. The way he actually was praising Jinder Mahal.
I was.
I mean,
I was. But then you had to come up here and talk about Leo Kruger.
I just require a little bit of understanding. Fucking the worst gimmick of all time.
Jacob, by the way, you're frozen on your camera.
I hope so.
Oh,
it's
you
creepy
are.
too.
Well, we're glad to have you, John. You know that. We always love having you on.
Hold on,
Ta-ta. Leo fucking Kruger.
Hey, John,
whatever happened to him? Does he still wrestle?
No, they fired him. They fired Leo Kruger. He became Adam Rose and all the Rosebuds, which is slang for buttholes. He had
all the Rosebuds.
Yeah, Rosebud is a slang for buttholes. That's fucking. It was Adam Rose and his Rosebuds.
Yeah, well, again, we had. Let's go. Can we look up the list of all the Rosebuds that have gone?
Yeah,
on?
Braun Strowman was a Rosebud.
Braun Strowman, Becky
Jacob,
Lynch.
Look at that comment. Look at the comment, Jacob.
Great Khali's already in.
Greg Khali's not a Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is. He got in 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fucking Sharmel's in the Hall of Fame, dude. Come on.
Hey, didn't Natty put him in?
He went in when Molly Holly went in.
Oh,
yeah, fucking
look that up. I looked that up. That's just not way. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, Great Khali's in. Who else is in? Titus O'Neil got inducted a couple years ago.
Titus has got for all the backstage work Titus has done for WWE. He absolutely deserves to go in.
He's the class of 2021.
Wow,
told you. Yeah, I remember that because he came out on stage.
Was that the year?
It was COVID Mania.
It was COVID Mania.
COVID Mania.
Yeah, so no, I remember because WrestleMania, it was not the one in front of no one, the 37 when they had cardboard cutouts in the audience. They had the class of 2020 and then the class of 2021, and they had the Great Khali just out there. I'm like, when the fuck did Great Khali get inducted?
Actually, 37.
That was the year Kane got it. That was the year Kane got inducted too. I was like, what? Kane's
wasn't 37 when they did it in Tampa Bay and it rained and they had to delay the start of WrestleMania.
Yeah, they had Samoa Joe. They had Samoa Joe and Michael Cole out there in rain ponchos.
Weren't they slipping down the ramp or some shit too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Seth Rollins almost died.
I think that's a little drastic.
He almost died. Is that the one where he had a panic attack, or is that the other one? Was that the he almost fainted? I don't know. I'm thinking of. I got WrestleManias mixed up here.
Have you watched the new season of Uncut, Jacob?
Of Uncut? No. I know Unreal though.
I'm sorry, Unreal. My bad. Unreal.
No. WWE Uncut. I'd pay for that.
Have you watched the new season of Unreal?
I mean, I got past the first.
Hey, Jacob, don't give me any ideas.
Once I got past Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, just talking over each other about my hot husband and my hot wife and we duped everyone.
There was points in that I really like. Look, I believe that Seth Rollins
seeing Bird Girl cry was kind of sad.
Really.
I'm like, maybe kind of.
I really enjoyed.
The humanized Bird Girl for me.
I really enjoyed. They humanized Seth Rollins for me.
Hey Dan, do me a favor. Look at that last comment from John.
Really? Humanize Seth Rollins for you?
The last comment from John. The one about no.
But how did it humanize Seth Rollins for you? I want to hear this. I want to hear how.
You can tell the guy has always wanted to be in WWE, right? Like that was his goal. He wanted that. He dreamed of it, and he really is a WWE lifer. This is not a guy who saw AEW or anything else. He went from Ring of Honor, and he's stubborn. He's a fucking shithead, but you kind of have to be that. I'm not saying I like Seth Rollins. I'm not saying that he's my favorite wrestler. Much like fucking Hangman Page, you'll never let me fucking live it down because I fucking have a mustache like Adam fucking Page's. But
I don't even want to talk about that fucking guy anymore, man.
All I'm saying is Seth Rollins. I'm not saying I'm a fan of Seth Rollins, but I have a little more respect for him after watching Unreal.
I mean, Seth is just unbearable, and it's the karma.
But so are we. That's the fucking thing, Jacob. Myself, and that old bastard over there who gives us all this shit is unbearable too.
That's the thing, though. It's like Seth. Seth is just—he's been shoved down our throats for years. I haven't been shoved down anyone's throat, not on this podcast. But that's.
I'm gonna keep my comment. I was simple on that one.
But it's just Seth has just been like he's the avatar for Triple H nowadays. He's
no, I agree, but see, I have a respect. But what has Triple H done? You know what I'm saying? Well, Triple H has busted his ass.
I'm glad you bring that up because now I get to go on.
Oh shit!
Triple H was given an 18-month pass. That 18-month pass is over.
Yeah.
We're going right back to, in all honesty, guys, what I think they're doing, because I honestly think WWE is pre-written maybe 5 years in advance. I think they're going with whatever Vince's storyline was, because what you're seeing, it looks like a regurgitation.
We don't talk about Vince.
No, listen. I think there was a storyline put in place. The fans gave Triple H an 18-month pass, and we're going right back because the only player in the game that's left is the guy that we can't talk about. I mean, only player in the game. Yeah, he's the only player that's left. Everybody else is
and here's the thing. I mean, I'll fucking my dogs are barking again. God damn it. Here's the thing I will say about this. The one thing that's like with this whole Unreal show, the fact that they're even showing the writer's room and showing any of this, it wouldn't happen with the previous regime. And I think that in all honesty, if they did a show like this under the previous regime, I think it would have been a little bit better because it wouldn't have been like, I don't know, it would have been scripted in a way that was like Total Divas, at least.
You know what? That's what kills me. You know what? Hold on.
It would have been funny. It would have been funny in a way. Because I loved Total Divas, and I wish Total Divas would come back.
This is the guy. We're gonna listen to the guy that says he listens to Total Divas. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Do y'all not remember? Hold on, Jacob. Do you not remember the last fucking 20 years of dickhead? Well, I'm not going to say his name. We had to suffer through Super Cena for how fucking long? We had to suffer through the worst fucking era of wrestling ever. And we're thinking that if he were to come back, he's going to change progress. He's going to make it so much better.
Do I think that if you put him in the booking chair tomorrow, things would get better? No, because he has a proxy there. Fucking Bruce Pritchard still fucking works there. Yeah. So the shitter is still around. He's still around by homunculi out there. But it's just all these guys got to go. I mean, the fact that Road Dogg is gone is great. The fact that they put a female writer in head of Raw is pretty cool. I think. I don't know what credentials she had before that. But the whole Ron Killian.
Yeah, Leland, I 100 believe that. I think that there's portions.
I believe that too, and I believe that too, and I think that this whole Jade Rhea thing is going to be on there too. I think that that whole fucking bullshit thing that they were going off on each other on Instagram. Oh, this is not a story. That was weird. Either way, a storyline or not, that was just weird. And the Seth injury being scripted for Unreal, it's just Unreal is stupid. But it's the fact that, like, at least with Total Divas, at least you knew this shit was bullshit. Unlike John Cena's House Rules, that was pretty funny. That was a good time. But it's just Unreal is just not. It is what it is, and it's telling that CM Punk wasn't involved at all in season 2. So, just saying.
Paul Levesque.
That's funny. I was reading that. I was like sitting here kind of confused. I was reading that for a second. I was like, wait,
No,
what?
it must be related to Katie. Katie Vick.
Oh no, that's Vic. That's Vic.
Okay,
It's
Katie
Vic.
Vick. Must be related to Katie Vick.
Do you know who he's
watching
talking
a-
about? Hold on. Watch this, Jacob. Does you know who he's talking about? Do you know who Leland's talking about?
Yes.
You're good.
Paul
Who?
Levesque.
Who?
Paul, you are just the corniest. I swear to fuck, Gerard.
Otherwise known as Mr. Nashua, New Hampshire.
Jesus.
Well, but again, like if we're Triple H, I could very well see the whole Booker of the Year thing has run its course, because again we're going into WrestleMania and the one match we got CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Roman never shows up. He's only showed up twice for this whole build. Cody and Randy just literally got announced, and Brock's doing an open challenge. And if it's not Obafemi, then what the fuck are we doing here?
Well,
What about Gunther?
but then you get two.
Okay, so Gunther would be interesting, but again, I don't know why they haven't gone down the Gunther and Rey Mysterio. Again, I'm just saying the minute they do Gunther, Rey Mysterio retirement, Gunther's beating on Rey Mysterio, and who comes out there to save?
What
his
about
father?
Gunther? What about Gunther?
The biggest
We talked about
babyface
that.
reaction to the biggest babyface reaction of the last 10 years. I think that's the way to go. If you want Dom to be the ultimate babyface, then do that. Like, just saying.
You have two.
I would do.
You have two female matches at WrestleMania right now locked in. One of them is going to be a slobber knocker because,
Well, we have an AJ Lee Intercontinental match that's supposed to go down in WrestleMania.
and
I kind of have a prediction with this. I have a pie in the sky prediction. I think that match might be an open challenge too, and I think a certain rival is going to come back for
Which
AJ
one?
Lee. Someone who is very fond of Xavier Woods and Brad Maddox as a tag team.
no, he didn't.
Can we just play the Seinfeld theme song? Hold on.
Did he just say someone who finds Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods good as a tag team?
Yeah, he said that.
Oh wait, no, but because if you want to make it a triple threat, you throw Alberto Del Rio in.
Hey man, hey,
Too
that's
far.
just
Too far.
that's just too far.
That's one too far.
And honestly, this is coming from someone who would actually like Alberto coming back. I'm sorry, I've always liked Alberto. I'm sorry.
I would
Not as a person. Not as a person.
I wouldn't care if he came down to the ring in a wheelchair begging for money.
I've
Hold
always.
the fuck on.
I would.
Do we have
love
a
to
new
hear
name
that.
to add to the list?
I want to hear that.
Hold on.
I want to hear
Hold-
that theme
hold-
song one more time.
Hold the fuck on.
Shakespeare.
I want to hear
Oh
that.
no, you just lit a fuse under my fucking. Oh fuck that! You're gonna sit there, and I don't like Alberto, but you're gonna sit there and talk shit about him not coming back, but you'll fucking praise the other motherfucker to come back.
Oh no! I want.
You want
Alberto-
Uncle Paulie? You want Spot to come back to WWE, but you're gonna talk shit
I
about
would love for
Alberto? Not you,
Alberto-
Jacob. Not you, Jacob. Fucking Gerard is all about fucking Spike or Spot coming back to fucking WWE.
Alberto can still go.
Who?
Alberto can still go. I'm just saying when they bought AAA, man, he was the champion when they
Uncle
bought
Spot
AAA.
Spike who?
You want fucking that gremlin fucking Spot to come back?
Who?
I can't say his fucking name. I won't say his fucking name. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Listen,
No,
all right.
I-
If
no,
the
no, no.
shitter were to
What
come
have I
back,
said? What have I said? If he came back only in a business
I don't give
make
a
him
fuck
back.
if he comes back in a wheelchair
He's
begging
never
for
coming back.
money.
He's never coming back. Never.
I'd put him back in an on-air role as like a.
I would never put him back in an honor roll, nothing.
But he
The
wants him
only
back.
thing I said he could ever do is be in a role to where he could drop the prices again. That's it. But that ain't going to happen because Saudi Arabia is going to own the company way before that.
Tony Atlas.
Yep, he's talking about Tony Atlas because he wants Tony Atlas to. All he wants is fucking Tony Atlas to tuck
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, to the WrestleManias. We're out here. This is Tony Atlas.
He wants Tony Atlas. Look, Gerard wants Tony Atlas to touch his pecker.
Oh yes, it's feet mania. We're out here for feet mania. Gonna see all the women's feet here at WrestleMania. There's a feet mania.
Hey, listen, Tony Atlas
let's
does
turn
not
into,
spend his money
like,
on clothes. I
Ernest.
can tell you that. He still walks around with the freaking the zebras on. But as far as the other thing goes, Alberto Del Rio, to me, getting back into the ring and actually being on TV, I don't care to ever see that again. Just because of what he did to that woman, that's been verified.
That's true. Oh, Monty and the Pharaoh got a video of him. Yeah. Man, here's the thing. Tony Atlas is a legend, but Alberto, it's a slippery slope when it comes to that guy.
It's a matter of no and no. Fuck that guy.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's he does suck. But I want to hear that theme song one more time.
So go look it up and listen to it. We don't have to.
I want to hear it live. I want to see Ricardo Rodriguez out there again.
There is nothing to me that quantifies me having to see Alberto Del Rio knowing what he physically did to a woman, number one.
Yeah.
And then trying to blame the woman for him doing stuff to her.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you can absolutely put it up because this is the fans. We don't meet the fans. We don't know that jackass from the fucking Panhandle. How will he ever pay for his dentures now?
Again, had all those subscribers and all those views, and no one ever talked about him ever.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a new Auntie Adrian. Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, because Gerard loves fucking Adrian so much.
What I'm saying is, okay, people are mad that CM Punk went far. I didn't say he went too far. I just said
you did. Yeah, you did.
I didn't say he went too far. I just said
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't think I just said I don't think it's something he should have brought up.
Why?
I don't think he went too far. I just don't think it was, it was out of fucking nowhere. Like, and I'm just like, where the fuck did that come from?
Why? Why? So was it wrong for The Rock to go, Mama Rhodes, I'm going to take this belt and I'm going to beat your son with it. I'm going to have his blood all over it. I'm going to present it to you, Mama Rhodes.
That was pretty
She's
funny.
living.
It got borderline sexual at one point, but it's just
Only you would think of it like that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. That's how I get. Like, oh, Mama Rhodes, I'm gonna grab you by the throat and I'm gonna, tell you. And it's like it was fucking weird. But so yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I stand by my original point.
Well, so we have what from today, 6 weeks till WrestleMania. What do they need to do to make WrestleMania more interesting than what it is right now?
End it.
Go back to making it one night. They're spending so much time trying to fill up 2 nights worth of content.
I have no problem with the 2 nights. I have a problem with.
Fine if they can fill it with something worth watching, but they
want to do
They have 5 matches announced right now. That's it. There's only 5. Like, what are they going to fill it with? That's the thing. Like, that scares me is that they're going to fill it with like fucking a bunch of tag team matches that don't matter. We have R-Truth. We have R-Truth and Damian Priest as the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. That's how bad this is. And I don't really care because it's Damian Priest, but like,
what's up?
Well, what gets me is the fact of when they first came out with WrestleMania, up until WrestleMania 36, You could have sometimes WrestleMania have 14 matches. They do it in 3 hours. Now you can get. Now they're predicting this year to have 14 to 16 matches. You're going to do it in 2 nights.
Yeah, the pacing is shit. They
Right.
drag everything out. Just go back to one night, make it a one night event.
Let me ask you.
Get it done.
Glad you bring that up, though. So my question to you is this: is it because the guys back then knew how to sell the crowd without needing the extra time? Because I'll tell you this right now.
John's comment.
The timing has been shit, even in Elimination Chamber, from the point that AJ's match. What was it when they finally got to the men's? It took an hour to get from the end of that to the start of the men's elimination. So much bullshit.
And we shouldn't have like the Elimination Chamber is such like an overdone concept. Anyways, it was like Hell in a Cell. Like we didn't need a fucking Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We never need an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Now, this is a situation with all the shit that was going on with Drew McIntyre fucking kicking Sami Zayn, kicking Jacob Fatu, fucking with all this with all this bullshit with Cody and Randy. I'm like, this is a situation where, if there wasn't a pay-per-view, I would fucking do an Elimination Chamber match at WrestleMania for the title. Why not? It's like, or do a fucking multi-man match. But like now we're getting Cody and Roman out of nowhere because it's the bigger match. And it's
Cody and who?
Cody and Randy, sorry. Fucking you know what I meant, god damn it. But literally, like it is what it is. Like there's no buildup. There's nothing like to be excited for. At least with WrestleMania 39, which was like the last like real hyped WrestleMania, people were like, oh, Cody could beat Roman, and then Cody lost, and then there was actual hype for a solid year. And
so
then they
Jacob, what you're saying is there is no. I challenge you to a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's
none of that.
There's none of that. No, there's it's just. I just
There's
don't know.
Hogan Andre here. No. No Hogan Andre, no Rock Austin. Nothing like that. Yeah. No Hogan Rock.
Do they bring Jericho back?
If they bring Jericho back at Mania, which is probably I'm gonna think is what's probably gonna happen unless Jericho re-signs with AEW, which I think is a strong possibility too. But I mean, Jericho returning at Mania would be something.
He posted a selfie on Instagram with no shirt on, and he looked like Iggy Pop. It was not good.
Judas in my mind.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. I just don't know like what else they could do. I mean, you know what they really could do. I mean, if they really want, I think they should bring Jelly Roll back and have Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Danhausen versus Bad Bunny.
Just have Jelly Roll back in the ring because that was just great.
He's gonna be in Phoenix Friday night.
Yeah. See, like I would see again. I wish I knew that. I would love to go. Just to see Jelly Roll, live in person in the crowd. Rusev is going to do a run-in and during the main event. I hope so. I mean, I hope they do something with Rusev. Goddamn, because Rusev, he coming back, just nothing.
Well, Rusev versus Oba on Monday night. That was a massive meet, and it's something that we don't get to see a lot of anymore. Is just masses of meat in the ring, just like bam, 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 bam.
Do that again.
He likes the slapping of the meat.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I get what you're saying.
I'm like, hey, there's some people I know that like to slap that meat, but anywho, we're a family show. Wait, we're after 9 o'clock. The family's on. We're after 9 o'clock. No, we're not yet. But like I say, right now when it comes to WrestleMania, the two women's matches right now, you have a women's tag team match that's probably going to happen. You got AJ happening. You got the two men's titles happening. You got the Brock thing going on, but they're all over the place. That's my problem right now. They've already come out and said Cody and Randy is going to highlight number 1, and Punk and Roman is going to highlight night number 2. Why can't Rhea and Jade highlight one of the two, and or why can't Liv and Stephanie highlight one or number two?
I mean, Rhea and Jade, I don't think is going to last that long, anyways. I don't think. I don't see how this is going to be a good match realistically because again, Jade just sucks. I really think they should have washed their hands with Jade. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, they can't trust Jade to have quality matches. They're not going to put Jade in the main event of WrestleMania. Now, Liv and Stephanie, I feel like could do that spot. I feel like maybe night one they could do that spot. But again, they're going to try to shoehorn the Cody and Randy situation. They're like, again, this is something where you can't have Cody and Randy as both baby faces. Like, again, I don't know how realistically this is going to work. Now, and again, I don't know how Randy doesn't win the fucking title because again, like, what do you think? I don't think the fans are going to. I think the fans are going to go for Randy in that situation. You know,
I think Randy has. I think Randy. If you saw his promo last night, I think Randy definitely has the fan support around him because this is the Randy Orton he should have been 20 years ago, and he came out and admitted it last night. He's having fun. He come out and admitted it.
Yep. And again, like the whole, like again, the Trick Williams situation, man. I gotta say, I would say,
unless Dan wants to be the blimp.
Yeah, no, Dan's looking for the blimp right now. I would say poor Sami Zayn. I would say poor Sami Zayn in this situation, but man, like, look at what happened with Sami Zayn. You know, there was this whole Sammy's going to go to the Saudi Rumble, and you know it's going to be his big moment, and he just kind of fell down. And now Trick Williams, his whole thing now is just coming out here and insulting and burying Sami Zayn, and the crowd's getting behind Trick Williams. And it's just like, yeah, you know, Sami Zayn is a loser, and that's probably gonna be another match of WrestleMania is Trick versus Sami. But again, like the crowd's fully behind Trick Williams, and now like Sammy's looks like a bitch loser for the most part.
The one I want to comment on, I want to react to John's comment here about some about wrestlers only working 1 day a week and getting hurt and stuff like that. John. I just want to mention this to John because John was part of it too. These boys don't work 8 shows, 7 days a week anymore.
They barely do house shows.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Where we saw less injuries back in those days. The craft was more honed back in those days. People knew how to cut promos back in those days. The only thing they do it for now is the money and the job that they have nowadays, no matter what company you work for, lets these millionaires actually cry because they overwork if they work more than 3 days in a week. If you went back to the working, okay, you want to go back to this? You're going to do a show Sunday through Saturday, and you're going to work doubles on the weekends. You're going to work 10 days in a row, then you'll have 3 days off. Could you imagine that's kind of scheduled today? Holy smokes. You want to talk about anarchy? Because they actually had to work more than 2 days in a row? But most of them are making in the $1 million range, where back in the day, if you were lucky to be making $1,000 a week to put food on the table for your family, that $1,000 a week was glorious. But it's like everything in professional sports and entertainment today. Everybody, then you know what? Never mind that. In all forms of work, everybody believes they're worth more than what they actually are, and none of them want to earn it. Kids coming out of college and high school thinking they're worth top dollar, but people who worked at companies for 20 years should take the pay cut to the kid who's just coming out of high school. Everybody thinks they're worth more than they should, and they don't want to earn the money. Nobody wants to pay their dues anymore. That's the reason why all schedules are down. You know? And that's the problem. Hold on. I just want to see the guys don't have to go out there and warm up and teach other guys. nobody would be wrestling. At least 30% of people in the back are on psych meds. They couldn't handle working that many. Oh yeah, right. They couldn't handle working that many days. Out of 30 days a month, they were working 20 back in those days. And the days you were off, you were back. You were basically home doing your laundry, getting ready to leave again. I have no pity for these guys today. Most of them are millionaires nowadays, complaining about, oh, I got to work 3 days a week. Are you kidding me? And you know what? And they're getting paid $100 a week, but they have other gigs, and they're trying to make it. But once they make it, they forget all about the fact that they're still supposed to put their freaking time in there.
Well, and here's another thing, like Tiffany Stratton, for example. Like when Tiffany Stratton was in NXT, she was great. She had this confidence about herself, and then it's like as soon as like she became champion, and as soon as like she started being in this main event position, it was like she regressed. It wasn't like she progressed in any way.
Jacob, you know, as much as you hate to admit it, you know who's still one of the women that I look at and say she looks like she still cares about it? Charlotte. Charlotte looks like she still cares because why? She grew up in it.
Yeah. Well, that again, like I think the fans turning on Charlotte really fucked her up. I mean, because again,
if you haven't seen her lately, and how much fun she looks like she's having in the ring with Alexa Bliss, it looks like Alexa gave her a new lease on life to where she's, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this now because I know I don't have many years left in it. I'm not going to be my dad. I'm not going to be in the business until I'm 76 years old. I'm not going to say.
I would say of all the horsewomen right now, she's the one that's getting the least on my nerves. I mean, I would say it was Bayley, but Bayley's not really on TV anymore. And then Sasha, I don't even want to talk about Mercedes. And then Becky is just, has been I don't know. I think Seth, did it to her. I would like to think it was all Seth, but yeah, no, Charlotte's, I'm glad that Charlotte's, looking. Again, there was a few like months there, especially like when she first came back, that it was just like blatantly obvious that it was not. She wasn't having fun. So I'm glad that it looks like she is.
Would you agree though? It looks like she like. Remember when Brock first came back and he won the Money in the Bank and he's dancing in the ring with the briefcase and he was just having fun being goofy.
Yeah, that was way too short lived. They should have done that for months.
Tell me that isn't what Charlotte looks like she's going through right now, to where she's going through that goofy stage. Like now she's happy to be there because she's with Alexa. She's put in a situation to where she can have fun. She doesn't have to be so uptight about everything.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of Boombox Brock, his theme song got leaked a little bit ago. So, if you wanted to hear Boombox Brock's official theme song, it got leaked. And it's great.
It's funny. I was talking to a guy the other day.
I got it.
We were talking about his pure size, about just how large of a man he is.
Oh, it was great.
It's like, he's not the kind of guy you'd want to meet in a back alley anywhere.
Yeah, no, for real. And the fact that, number one, the fact that they didn't sell those replica boom boxes, like I'll always be pissed off about that. And like they didn't sell the replica. They only sold the shirt for like 2 weeks. Now you can't find it anywhere. It was a boom box. It said Brock Party. I was like, that's fucking.
When he was in there holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, like it was a boom box. Oh my God, they probably would have made a fortune if he just kept selling that.
That's what I'm saying. He should have went out there every week like that. They only had it for one time. And then they fucking and then they should have sold it on WWE Shop, and then they didn't, and it was lame. And Brock's kid, isn't Brock's kid like his daughter like in shock put or something? Like she does like
she does some kind of gymnastics. Some kind of gymnastics.
I think it's shock put.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I wouldn't.
She's almost as beastly as him.
Well, I know, and then like they were posting pics that like they're like, oh, this is Brock's daughter's boyfriend, and you see Brock Lesnar in the background just like staring at him. I'm just like, yeah, no, fuck that. Don't envy that guy.
It's like how many people hang around with a daughter just because of the mom?
Should I always forget Sable and Brock?
Yeah, look at who my mom is.
Yeah, man, how does Sable look these days? I don't even.
Oh, with her eyes.
Yeah.
Did really?
That was stupid, Gerard. Yeah, did Dan just develop ligma off screen? What happened?
I think he took a dump.
Yeah, no. Sable isn't her mama. Okay, that makes okay.
What's up there, Dumpy?
I'm sorry, I had to step away after hearing about fucking Gerard liking.
About the meat, about meat slapping meat.
And as for what you were saying about fucking Charlotte, look, Jacob, you missed some of this because, like, again, and I'm happy that you've had kind of a change of fucking heart, but we have to acknowledge what Charlotte's been able to accomplish, even with her father being the sack of shit he's been. We have to acknowledge the fact that, yes, I did find Danhouse's list. It was in the toilet. We have to acknowledge the fact that, like, even though you call her Rick with tits has done a damn good job.
Like we were just saying, she's been reinvigorated with this thing with Alexa Bliss. She's not annoying.
Okay, but I also think that Alexa Bliss has an effect on people. When you looked at the chamber, right, and we watched Rhea Ripley come up to Alexa Bliss, we kept the continuity from the year before.
Right.
When Alexa Bliss was in the chamber, they did the same thing. I think that
Alexa Bliss has always had an effect on me, man. I mean,
I'm sure she has.
I mean, not so much these days. I mean, I don't know what she's doing something wrong with her hair or something.
Hey, speaking, real quick, I think I was reading something to where somebody's Hall of Fame ring is up for auction. Sonny's, and I'm like,
again,
I don't want to know where that thing's been.
It's up for auction again because the original and the amount that it's selling for is insane. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me get this right. Shouldn't all her memorabilia be put up for auction and given to the victims' families of the guy that she killed?
I know you want me.
Back in those days, yes, I would have.
And come with a side of antibiotics.
But, oh, no, you would have had to need a penicillin shot.
you need the entirety
I would have
amount.
had a rabies shot or something, man.
What I'm saying is the fact of it's sad that people can be out there selling that kind of merchandise for off a woman right now. And if there was one true woman who might, or one true person that might belong out of that Hall of Fame thing for what she's done after her career, she's one who probably needs to
Okay, well, let me ask you this, though. Could you say that some of that is guilt? That she went down a fucking downward spiral after what she did to Candido? Or maybe what she did with VKM?
No, I just think she was always a whore, and then, shitty things happen to shitty people.
Would you say I say she is the epitome of a woman who used her assets to her advantage?
She was a hoe.
Like I just said,
bitches be bonkers.
Of a woman who used her assets to her advantage.
Let's just say that a lot of guys had sunny days
and rainy nights.
And I mean, I'm sure Sonny's enjoying all the prison chaunts she can get. But
Jesus.
Well, I'm just, that's it is what it is. I mean, there was it's just, who cares?
I have the sad part.
It's sold, by the way.
It's sold. How much is
it? Of course it was.
$7,000.
$7,000.
And I can say I have
honestly, that's cheaper than I thought. Honestly, I thought it was going to be more expensive. I thought someone was.
Oh, but Hogan's wrestling boots sold for over $1 million. I have no sympathy for that woman. I have none, and I usually have sympathy.
No, he doesn't have sympathy for that woman, but he has sympathy for the piece of shit that created the character.
Oh my God, let it go, Dan. Let it go.
He's never been proven to kill anybody. She's serving 17 years for.
No, but he's been proven to cover it up.
Okay, yeah, I'll plead the fifth on that one, brother.
And to get the victim to drop charges prior to her death.
And to cover up the fact that somebody was assaulted overseas. But whatever, what are we counting?
I'm just saying as though somebody's actually been convicted of something, okay? And she did, what was she, like 7 times a charm or something like that before it took her to finally get to jail Because how many runners?
How many times did he get before someone's actually taking him to court?
Why do you got to keep circling back to that? Why can't we focus on this? Yeah, you've been horned out. I'm saying
about this right now.
How many chances was she given before she finally did the big deed and killed somebody?
Too many, and now grandpa is there's a grandpa that is out there and gone, dead. The grandkids don't have grandpa anymore. It's a really sad situation.
I'm gonna keep my shit.
But Sonny is a piece of shit, and the other guy, the shitter, is a piece of shit. It is what it is. I like to think that
this brings to mind that I'm very glad. I'm very glad that all the old fucks are finally getting out of wrestling. We can get rid of Pritchard. We can get rid of fucking.
They're not getting Pritchard's never leaving.
By the way, I will like to say, Happy National Women's Month.
This coming from the guy who is the most viscerally intolerant of women who wear the zebra stripes, who treats women referees like shit.
Hey, listen. Say what you. I don't know who that new lady referee is on SmackDown, the blonde that they just hired. I don't know who that is, but fucking someone please tell me for research purposes, because I would love to get to know more about that nice lady.
Jacob would like to be hands-on with this one, so anybody want to tell him who it is?
That's that.
Her name.
It's beautiful.
Just show him. No. Show because he's gonna go nuts when he sees it. Yeah, show him that.
Hands-on.
Show him all the way. Show him that because he's gonna fucking just
hands-on. He needs all the hands-on knowledge he can get.
It's and like same thing, like Jessica Carr is, I don't know what it is about her. She's a okay. Vicky,
the main roster just got a new referee, and it's Vicky DeRico. Vicky has been a referee in NXT since she signed with the company. Her first big appearance came at Evolution when she officiated the NXT Women's Title match, and she recently made her main roster debut on SmackDown. Where she officiated for Oba Femi versus Kit Wilson. Vicky has a pretty decorated career outside of her officiating. She's a former professional boxer and even recently took part in a bodybuilding competition as well.
All right, yeah.
The main roster just got a new referee.
We're on every show. I've seen enough, man.
Gerard is a boxer. Maybe she'll get in the ring too, and she and Jessica Carr can fight to the death.
Listen, speaking of that,
and then get back to the ring.
The other night, I want to know if you guys have ever seen this. This slap fest.
Oh, slap boxing?
Yeah, I can't watch that. That is horrible.
Well, dude, it's okay. So I'm a follower of one Marty the Moth Martinez from Lucha Underground.
I do love Marty the Moth. When he first started his Twitch and YouTube channel, I used to fucking be on his streams all the time.
So I always like his shit on Instagram, and he always likes my comments, and he's responded to some of my comments and shit. So Marty the Moth is awesome. He's now in Slap League, and also someone by the name of Zicky Dice from NWA. He's also.
I saw this woman slap the other woman the other night. She slapped her. The woman took her head. So when she got slapped, she took her head, hit the table that they were doing the thing on, and knocked us, and then fell backwards. I'm like,
I love how they have the foam noodle with them, that's supposed to help them somehow.
Right. What is this? A smack fest?
Oh, it's horrible. And then they have another girl, Hollywood Haley J, is also. By the way, we should look into trying to get her on the show because I feel like she would come on the show because she's
Yeah, the Holly J. She's the one who got knocked out.
Yeah, no, yeah, she's a great she's a great wrestler, great character, and she does the slap thing, and she got knocked out. But even when she got knocked out, she came up and she's like, "Oh shit!" It was pretty
Dan, have you seen what we're talking about?
No, because I have a brain.
These people don't.
I'm I'm watching something that I used to see. I watched something on TV. I used to watch for free at the local corner or local park when I was growing up.
I'm here to talk about wrestling. And y'all want to talk about fucking idiots slapping each other to fucking unconsciousness.
Again, but a lot of wrestlers are crossing over. So
there was an episode of The Simpsons where they talked about all the men in the Simpsons family, and how they would put, they were so dumb at the end. They were just putting on pots and pans and running into each other's fucking faces.
Hey, wait.
That's what you two sound like right now.
Wait, hold on. Somebody who's a professional wrestler has a slogan called, "Hey, slap nuts." Okay.
How does that have anything to do with Gerard? You are the hold on. What?
So
I love how broken Dan has become this whole episode. He's gonna show up next week in a wig.
It's gonna need therapy.
You're talking about people slapping each other and how wrestlers have crossed over to that, but then you want to talk about Jeff Jarrett and the phrase "slap nuts." That is the worst fucking leap I have ever heard on this program.
Listen, if Jeff Jarrett showed up on that slap league, like that would be that.
Oh no, that would actually make it come full circle, and then I'd have to eat crow. Yeah. But no. 60-year-old Jeff Jarrett did not have to go to slap nuts, fucking slap league, whatever.
Remember when 60-year-old Jeff Jarrett was, going to have that run for the AEW championship? And
what does that have to do with anything we're talking about?
I know, but I'm just saying, where you brought up 60-year-old Jeff Jarrett. I'm like we're talking about Jeff Jarrett. I mean, I think we're the only fucking people on the planet talking about Jeff Jarrett right now.
And let somebody slap me. But I guess if you're paying me. If you're paying,
if you pay me a shit ton of money, fuck. But I wouldn't just let anyone slap me, fuck.
Well,
Jessica Carr, I'd let her slap me for free.
So the two people that I saw was Holly Jane and I can't remember her opponent, but the opponent I'm like, wait a minute, look at the way these women look, and they're slapping each other like this, and then they're aiming slowly, and they just go whap. I'm like, what the?
That's how you do it. That's the technique.
They were hitting each other better than the boys.
Gerard,
again, this is how interesting.
There was a time. This show has ruined Gerard because there was a time when Gerard was probably one of the most polite, caring, respectful person towards women, and now he's like, "Look at those women over there. They're slapping the shit. They look great, but they shouldn't be slapping each other. Oh my god!" And talking about this blonde referee. I don't have words.
First of all, the blonde referee. I'm hoping she sticks around. I'm hoping we see more of Jessica Carr as always.
I feel like Jacob has influenced Gerard to a point where he's now thinking he's a fucking teenage boy with a libido of a 12-year-old.
I'm not a teenager anymore.
I don't have an ego. You calling me an ego? Me?
Yes, it does. John, 100%. He really thinks because he's wrestling for a company he's refereeing for a company called Big Time Wrestling, that he's a member of the Big Time. He's got the nerve
just like the wrestler, Gerard's ego got in the way.
Gerard thinks that he's a bigger deal than Aubrey Edwards. No, have we told you this story, John? Sure. So Jacoby over here, our loving Jacoby.
So Gerard's going to come on here next week and be like, "That doesn't work for me, brother."
He's going to wear his fucking referee. He's going to wear his referee jersey next week. So Jacoby here got to go to an AEW show, which was moderately priced.
$25. Yeah, I was about to say he's going to have all of his referee memorabilia.
So Gerard got to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Jacoby got to go to this AEW show. And who was out there? Who did he get to meet? This girl he's been talking smack about, but she was so sweet to him. That was Aubrey Edwards. Aubrey Edwards.
What I also really respected about it was that she was just out and about. Like she wasn't like she didn't have a lie. Like she was just walking around talking to people. Like that's what was cool. Like so, yeah, I'll say that. And gotta say, I've insulted her looks, and I feel bad about saying that because in person.
He sat there, he talked all this mess about Aubrey Edwards, and then she was so sweet to him. And so what does Jacob do? Hey, by far one of the nicest people I've ever met. You guys check it out. I just got through meeting Aubrey Edwards. It was a really good experience. What does Gerard do next? Jacob, what did Gerard do?
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, I need to pull. I need the text to say. But basically, it was, something about him being a better referee or something like that.
He doesn't say shit. He texts a picture of himself and goes, "That's a referee. That's what a referee really looks like."
And to be fair, I was just about to meet Aubrey Edwards, and I called Gerard, and I'm like, "Hey, what do you want me?" I'm like, "What do you want me to say to Aubrey Edwards?" It was a good moment.
And look at him. He has no remorse. No remorse. In fact, what does he do? He posts a picture of Shawn Michaels and his kid, but what did he post before that? Oh, I'm holding the big time wrestling championship. I'm a big deal. I'm in the big time.
Jacob, did I send you this?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was a great time. 10 out of 10 would meet Aubrey Edwards again. But yeah, no, what else is going on in the world of professional wrestling?
Not
much.
Are you going to showcase this before we go? Will you please learn how to fucking take pictures? Everything is all sideways and
I
shit.
didn't take that one. I didn't take this one.
Oh my god! And you know what? We're about to show this, and it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, with my shaved face.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing my MJF shirt. Yeah, no, it was a good time. Gerard, I'm gonna be like totally like honest. I kind of thought that was like an edited. Like, I thought that
What?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I mean the referee in front. No, but Gerard, I'm gonna be honest. I literally thought that was like an edited like Twin Towers in your background. I'm not gonna be honest. I was like kind of.
Which one?
So Gerard.
I just thought it looks like the Twin Towers.
Put Leland's comment back up real quick. How does it feel to know that she's refereed in front of 80,000 and you refereed in front of 80?
I mean, the 80,000 has been decided.
All of you Marks have been listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.